Reality of Remote Work and Work-Life Balance with Lori Revely.
Thanks, Colleen. I want to thank SAME and Belle so much for handling all of this and helping us put together, and my co-panelists. This has been a lot of fun getting ready for today and this last week. So I'm actually proud of so many people saying B, because that sounds like you guys don't even need this, work balance thing. You got it all covered. But I started working from home 2.5 years ago, and I was absolutely an A, working all the time. And I've gotten really good at work balance, and getting my life back on track with balancing family time and work. And so I'm going to talk about some of the struggles and the challenges where I started and from where I've ended up now. So when I started working from home, I just worked all the time. And so I felt like I was doing such a great job, because when you work all the time, I was just so proud of that. I would start working in the morning early and, set the alarm and get up and start at the same. I do that still. I keep a schedule and get up and start at the same time every day, but I just never thought I could take a break. I wanted to prove that I was always working and always available, and wanted my team to know I was always there for them. And my partner, who's, across the country, know that I'm always there. I'm always on. My light's always green. I'm never going to be yellow. I could be red because that means I'm in a meeting. But I was always green. If I had to go down and get coffee, I was taking my laptop with me. Just silly, I mean, but then I would go, work would be over, and I would go downstairs with my laptop and make dinner while working, continue to take calls while I'm making dinner. As long as I had dinner with my kids, I was still a good mom. So I would turn it all off, no phones at the dinner table. And then we'd finish dinner and I'd go back to work. So I think when people start to ask, oh, well, yeah, what do you do for fun? And your answer is, well, I travel for work all the time. That's fun. That's not really the best answer. And then you have to start giving yourself breaks and reevaluating a little bit sometimes. So that, let's see, I was getting ahead of myself, but yeah, give yourself a break. So when you're literally trying to adjust, I saw that big 74% has started working from home just since COVID-19. While you're adjusting and learning how to do this work from home thing, give yourself a break as you're adjusting, because it is a big change. And then literally give yourself a break. Make yourself take a break. I've had to force myself into doing that, and it's been the best change. It's taken a lot of time, but that's something I'll get into in a little bit. And before I get to the next slide, I'll just say it's okay to change your surroundings as many times. I've literally changed my office space, or where I sit, 9 times since in the 2.5 years since I've been doing this. And I have an office in my house, but it's cold. And I don't know why it never gets warm in there, but I was wasting so much money on the space heaters, and, I'd wrap myself in an electric blanket. And so I moved to a different area, and I didn't really like it there, and the sun beat my face. And so then I moved my desk again. And every time I move, it gets a little better, but it's okay to just keep changing. And it's kind of fun. It's like revitalizing how I feel about work. Every time I change my desk, I love it a little bit more. And kind of like when you switch your furniture around in your house, you feel like you have a new room. But you can just keep switching. It's okay to just keep changing until you feel comfortable. So go to the next one. I think when I really started giving myself, figuring out the balance, was when I always was, you always say, depending on your beliefs and your values, I've always lived this God first, family second, career third. And I was speaking that and saying that about my family coming first. And my daughter kind of chuckled, and she said, you always works first for you, Mom, and it's okay, but work's always first. You're always working. And that just like hit me in the gut, because I don't ever want my kids to feel like they come second to anything in my life. And so I started to really turn it off when I'm done with work. I'm done with work and my kids are there. I'm going to be there for them. And sometimes we always have to, you have your days where you work late and you have your weekends when you have to work. But I do, before COVID, I travel a lot for work. And so that's the time I'm away from them. When I'm home, I don't want to be away from them. So I need to be present. And I started to really reevaluate and make my time when I'm done with my workday be available for them, even if it's just being in the same room, but not working, not being, because if I had my laptop open, they felt like they couldn't talk to me or they couldn't, if I'm sitting there with a book, they'll interrupt me all day, but if I had my laptop, they were like, Mom's working, we can't talk to her. So I really started to stop working at the end of the day. And now, it's hard to get me to work on the weekend. So I value my weekends, and that work-life balance has made me a better at work. Cavalry is the company I'm with, Cavalry, and it's thriving. And I think I'm happier at work. I do a better job, and just because I have those breaks. I'm trying to watch the time, so feel free to give me a little wave or something, Colleen. But something that I put into my days, not just after work and finishing work on time, but taking breaks during the day. I'm in Seattle, and sunshine's a big deal in the summer. So I make sure to take a half an hour in the middle of the day. And as soon as the sun starts coming out, I make sure that I get outside and sit. I'll put an alarm and I'll sit outside in the sun for 30 days and just close my eyes and lay in the sun and sit in the sun in a chair and not work, and put my phone on do not disturb for 30 minutes and take that mental health break in the sunshine. And then sometimes I just work outside the rest of the day. So you can do that. If you have an umbrella, it'll shade your laptop so that you can still work. It's the best. It's the best for your brain to just sit outside sometimes and work. As long as you don't have a bunch of noise around you with a meeting, you can do that. And that's helped. I schedule in dog walks now. Oh my gosh, when you can't get out of the house with this COVID thing, I haven't been outside walking my dog more since forever. But that's a break I'll schedule in. And those have been just absolutely incredible for my work-life balance. And another tip I have, I think, that's right there. Yeah, decluttering your office space. That really helps, just because when the space around you is nice and clean. I took lean courses years ago, and that was a big thing, is decluttering your area. And if you do that just at the end of the day and have all your stuff neat and clean, and you start and then walk away and be done, that just has everything. It's such a nice feeling when you get back in the morning and you can start and you're just ready to go and you're ready to work. Because well, I'm going to stop right there. But one more thing, when you walk away, it's so hard. We're in this 24/7 connectivity, and walking away is hard when you have your Apple Watch and you have your phone and all your email alerts and your team alerts and everything comes through. You walk away and you're constantly getting pinged. We're in 24/7, the time zones. We're getting pinged from people all over the world, or 4 different time zones in my company that people are working, and that's fine. But you don't have to answer. You can put it off. The work's still going to be there, and you can just get to it tomorrow, because your life's important. You need to keep prioritizing. So that's what I got.
Thank you for watching. If you are wondering what you can do to help the Echo 3 Foundation further our cause to educate, empower, and employ military spouses and veterans, keep watching our videos and subscribe. 100% of the monetization we get from YouTube goes right back to the Echo 3 Foundation, helping us to create more content for you.